What is going on, SoFi fans? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I'm just going to give you a very quick update on where I feel SoFi is going to be going based on the technicals and some latest updates coming from SoFi from analysts. So I'm going to go over all the stuff you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So as far as the intraday, had a little bit more of a tentative dip. This was with the broader market. It is bouncing off of that, largely being bought up by a lot of institutions. And you can tell that based on both the secondary market and dark pool, both very much big transactions, more specifically on the dark pool. And same when it comes down to institutions, keeping in line with that topic, this is the latest round of 13Fs. So a lot of mixed results, with the exception of international assets. They increased their position by 6,000%. So they do have roughly about 3.4 or almost 3.5 million shares of SoFi right now. So behind the scenes, institutions are very much buying this dip. And as you can tell right now, a number of retail investors are down today. So I don't know if they are tentatively just taking profits right now. There's a lot more negative articles that's coming out about the broader economy and potentially that this is one very big rug pull. So I think in general, a lot of retail investors are just wanting to take profits because SoFi has done fairly well over the last 2.5 weeks, give or take. It did bounce off of that 200-day moving average. So in general, it bounced off of that, consolidating a little bit. It might attempt to try again, but keep in mind, stochastic is at 91, very, very overbought. So I think in general, the next step, as I even said on my last update, I think it just needs to consolidate a little bit. And that would be actually very healthy for the long-term aspect of SoFi. But of course, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. When it comes down to the latest analysts, a lot of people were very much rallying because of JP Morgan, their first actual ever rating on SoFi, and they gave a $6 price target. Keep in mind, JP Morgan is direct competition, so them giving $6 might be realistically 10, 11, possibly more. But Oppenheimer did give another rating today, overweight or overperform, I should say, $6 target. They did cut it from 7 down to 6, so that's something you need to factor in. But I think there's a lot of broader economic situations and concerns coming up right now, like I just mentioned. But I think generally speaking, after the earnings, which in case you guys don't know, is on the 30th, after their earnings, I think there's going to be a hell of a lot more analysts giving ratings, because over the last couple earnings, I've always said the exact same thing. And for the most part, it's kind of accurate that when there is earnings, a lot of analysts cannot ignore the massive amount of growth that SoFi is representing versus other traditional banks. So it is very advantageous to own SoFi. And like I said, based on all the indicators, it goes to show that big money is buying the dip, very much so. And when it comes down to what shorts are doing, I like to give you a good overview of shorts as a benchmark, not necessarily because I think that they're going to squeeze. Short score is currently 69, utilization is 75.82, so that's dropped quite a lot. So you definitely need a high utilization if you are ever going to squeeze. And shorts right now are in fact reducing their position by 61,000 shares. So I think behind the scenes, shorts know that big things are going to be coming. Short interest, or the percentage of the free float, is almost around 12%. So like I said, I don't see SoFi squeezing, and in comparison to other growth stocks, SoFi is actually doing fairly well. So if you are interpreting all of this information, I see it in their eyes as not really worthwhile to short it at these levels. That most likely it is going to be trending up. But like I said, because of the technicals, I think there's going to be a little bit more of a consolidation, maybe around the 550 to the 530 range, and from there it should trend higher. And of course, that is going to be right before their earnings most likely. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships. Link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.